Hello and welcome to Wise Woman Television. This is Errity Green. Today I have a pick a card reading for you on your life purpose. I first encourage you to like and subscribe. Liking ensures that other people see this video, and it's a simple response if you enjoyed the reading. And subscribing ensures your own commitment to yourself, such that anytime a notification pops up, you can return to your own growth and your own journey. So I will put up your card choices for you right now. You have card piles 1, 2, or 3. And we will dive into card pile 1. So this is your life purpose. What are you evolving into? What are you becoming? What are you growing into in terms of your life purpose? This is becoming an earth mother. This is the mother of a movement. This is a woman or a person who connects deeply with nature, who aligns deeply with nature, who aligns with earth, who aligns with all that is, plants, animals, people, planet. You are a person who likely values animals and might even have a lifestyle that honors and supports that belief and value system. You're someone who believes in the one and the all, so the whole, the collective. You are likely a person who makes decisions and choices, or at least you become this by the end of this particular lifetime, someone who makes choices based in not only their own benefit, but the benefit of all. So you're going to make choices that align and support the upliftment of all beings and the planet and even the universe, more so than a person who just is doing something for their own benefit. So you're the mother of a movement, you are connected with Mother Earth, and you value the whole, and you make decisions that align with the whole and the benefit of all people. So how do you embody this in your everyday life? So especially right now, your life purpose is becoming more salient, more obvious, more apparent. So you are going to be one of the people who supports and guides humanity out of this difficult time, these challenging times, this portal we could call it, where we've kind of been through the ringer and all things have come up to the surface that a lot of people didn't want to look at. We've had to look at the underbelly of things. And you're going to be one of the pioneers, one of the trailblazers, one of the leaders and thought leaders. And whether or not it's happening this second or right now is irrelevant, right? This is your life purpose. But this is at a grander scale what you are doing and what you are embodying. So you end up helping pull us out of the past or pull us out of the experience of just benefiting the one, right? Just benefiting the individual, not caring about our planet, not caring about all people. You are going to be someone that supports us to actually build a new earth, a new human experience. You are a bridge, right? So you're going to help build a new earth. You're going to kind of pull people out of the old ways, the old mentality, the old paradigm that doesn't value the things that you value. And so how do you serve and support others? You support people through helping them understand the benefit of what is happening right now. So difficulties may continue, hardships may continue, some of these challenges that we are encountering may continue. If you are someone who considers yourself woke or conscious or intentional or awakened or spiritual, you likely recognize that we are going through a lot of changes socially, culturally, and even geographically, environmentally, globally, that will continue for a time to support us to step into a new way of living and being. You're part of that purpose. You're part of that path, and you're supporting people to help them see that, to help them recognize that we are moving through this and it's purposeful and it's going to benefit all of us, that there's a greater purpose and greater intelligence and greater benefit in everything that we are moving through. You're going to help people see that. Now, when I say that you can help people, what I mean is, for many of you, you are going to be an inspiration to others, a model, an example for others. Other people may very well be directly supporting people, whether it be in their business, purpose work, purpose path, to do something similar. So both of these are possibilities, but all of you will be inspiring and acting as a model for showing people that this is what we are stepping into. We are leaving the old paradigms behind. We are stepping into a human experience, and a new chapter of humanity and all that is, that values all things, that values our planet, that values Mother Earth, that values nature, that values all that is, the collective, that makes decisions aligned not just with our benefit personally, but something that serves all people, all beings, all things. And you're going to support people to see that they're going to recognize that through these challenges, we are stepping into that. And so you help people see that it is worthwhile, that it is meaningful, that everything that we're moving through and will continue to move through are purposeful changes that support everyone, essentially, or many people to align with a similar path such as yours. So last but not least, how do you move the needle on planet Earth? So we talked about what you're growing into and evolving into. We talked about what you embody on a regular basis, how you inspire other people. And now we're talking about how do you move the needle globally. And a huge part of your life purpose then is supporting people to truly connect with nature, to connect with their inner nature, God, Great Spirit, higher self, whatever word you use, right? There's so many, cosmos, source, but inner nature and outer nature. So you support people as well, just by being you, to connect with Mother Earth, Mother Nature, and to value that connection, to value the connection inside, and to value the connection that they have to Mother Earth, to this planet, to animals. So you're evolving into this embodiment of someone who aligns with and values the all, the whole, the sum of all things. This is truly the vibration or frequency of God, right? Because it doesn't value one person over another, or one thing over another, or one existence over another. It values all. And so you are very much a pioneer in that regard. You are an embodiment of that, and you are mothering this movement toward a new earth, toward a new experience that does align with that more feminine-based value system. So you could be a man, you might, you could identify as a woman, or just have a deeply feminine nature about you. You could value the feminine, have great reverence for the feminine. This doesn't mean that it's only for women. I'm used to working with women because that's what I do in my coaching practice, but you could very much identify as whatever gender, and this could very much be your life purpose path. So you help others by helping them see that what we're ushering into, that this is purposeful and supportive for all of us at a global or grand level, greater perspective, and you remind people to get in touch and in tune with the truth of their inner nature, the truth of their being, and to nature, and to all that is. So that is your life purpose. I'm so glad that you watched. I hope it landed and resonated for you. I encourage you to like and subscribe if it did, and we will move on to group 2. So group 2, your life purpose. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what you evolve into, what you grow into, sort of what you become. You become someone who's highly self-directed, who is very deeply, viscerally connected to their own truth, to their own path. You become someone, part of your life purpose is discovering your own authenticity, your own voice, your own expression. You're carving your own path. So you're a trailblazer of sorts, but it's essentially almost like you're in the wilderness and you are carving your own path. And it doesn't matter where you go, but that you follow your own inner whisper or inner voice. So your life is very much about an authentic life, just connecting with the authentic self and creating an authentic path. It's very much about discovering your own truth again, your own voice, your own expression, your own walk in the world, owning that and walking with conviction in that regard. So in terms of what you embody on a regular basis, in terms of your life purpose, what you sort of contribute to the world just by embodying who you are, it's about this, it's about deeply aligning with your own life and sort of being unapologetic about it, right? You recognize that this is who you are and what you want, and you don't have any apologies, and no one gets to say anything, and like this is your thing, and that's the way it is, right? So you have a certain value or appreciation for your own life experience, and we get to the next card in a moment in terms of how you support or benefit others. However, even in this card, it's almost like this is about you creating an authentic life and giving off that vibe when you embody this authentic living, and you're living just by your own inspiration, just by your own inclination, and really not caring about what the world says or what anyone has to say about it. You naturally, of course, you support and inspire others to do the same. And so your purpose is all about creating that authentic life. So what I'm seeing and feeling here too is giving yourself permission to live this way. So if this is something that you've battled with or been confused by, or maybe your life is kind of off the beaten path or off grid in some way, to trust that your life is intended to be uniquely yours, that it's intended to be extremely authentic, that it's exactly who you are and what you came here to do. You came here to follow your own heart, carve your own path, and live that above all things. And so your life may not look like the rest of the world's. I'm feeling too, you could be someone who likes to be closer to nature or live closer to the land, or perhaps you homestead, but it feels like you are connected to nature in that way, or that you could be, because this could reach many people, and that may or may not resonate, but some of you might resonate with that. And part of your purpose is to honor that. It's to honor your own self-direction, to honor your own authentic truth, and to actually create a life based on that. Not just to carry all this stuff in, like, or hold it all in as like ideas and inspirations and whims, like, oh yay, wouldn't that be nice? This is about your purpose is to actually bring that into form, to live it, to actually do it, to experience it. So if you're someone who highly values travel, as an example, and you know that's a part of your authentic truth, and yet you're stable in a 9-to-5 job and feel trapped because you're unable to do that, that's not on track with your life purpose. So that's an opportunity then to really be honest with yourself and reconcile that, and find ways as to how you might be authentic to who you really are and what you truly want, because that's your life purpose, to be who you truly are and do what you really want. That's what sums up card pile 2. The next card in terms of how you support people, or how this serves or inspires others, and whether you work directly with people, you could have a business or some kind of purpose work or purpose path where you work directly with people and you support them to live a similar way of life. It could also be, this is the model that you set. This is the example that you set. This is what you embody. And just by doing that, you inspire others to do the same. Like we alluded to earlier, you support people to see that at the end of the day, this is the number one priority. Living true to yourself is the number one thing. This is the primary path to happiness or fulfillment. You support people to see that this is, if we were to, they say, there's that saying, right? This is the hill that I die on. If this has to be the hill that they die on, kind of thing. And like this vibe is all about, if it's the hill that you die on is to live in a life authentic to yourself, then be willing to die on that hill. Okay? Like that's how important, valuable, and essential it is. Because part of the value of living an authentic life is that not only are you perfectly aligned with your true self, with your higher self, with God, Great Spirit, your fullest expression, your highest potential, but this is where you reap a lot of the rewards of life. If you're living true to who you are and you've released resistance, a lot of resistance that you might otherwise have if you're not living in alignment with who you are, you have limitless energy and creative potential, and you tap into so much more potential than you would otherwise have if you are living in alignment with your purpose as opposed to not. So how you move the needle forward in the world, so in terms of world change and how you support a global revolution or a global change, it's supporting people to see the value in following their own heart. So your life purpose, if we were to sum it up, is to follow your heart. And not only do you find that all of the riches you could ever desire, whether it's material riches or immaterial riches, like again, health, happiness, peace of mind, clarity, all those things are found on the path of your own heart. And when you live that life, you support, awaken, and inspire other people to do the same thing. And when they see that not only have you made this really powerful and courageous decision to live true to yourself, but that you are living a life where you are genuinely happy and free and fulfilled, people see that, and they start to see that not only are you experiencing those, again, that immaterial wealth, like fulfillment, that is very rare, actually, and for more often than not, most people will die unfulfilled, and that's just the truth of the matter at this point in our human evolution. First of all, you're giving people the permission to live the way that they desire, and you're showing them a way to die content. You know, to go on to the next life, whatever that looks like, fulfilled and happy with the way they live their own life. So people will see that you've not only lived the life of your choosing, but you've actually experienced, you've been able to reap what you sow, right? You've been able to experience a harvest in terms of just the wealth of life because you've been true to who you are. And that inspires people, because what you're able to experience based on your own path is what other people want too. So your life purpose, to sum it all up, is to live convicted to yourself, and your own, based on your own instincts, your own insights, your own inspirations, to follow the path of the heart, and to live and create an authentic life. Specifically, you support other people to do the same and to stand convicted in their own truth and in their own lives and carving of their own paths, and you move the needle forward by supporting the world at large to follow their heart. So I encourage you to like and subscribe if this video spoke to you. And we will move on to pile 3. All right, so pile 3, your life purpose, the revolutionaries, the rebels of the group, haha. So your life purpose, the first thing we're looking at here is what you evolve into, what you grow into as part of your life purpose or your life path. It's becoming comfortable with pushing against the grain, moving against the grain, doing the exact opposite of everyone else, saying the exact opposite of everyone else, believing and valuing in the exact opposite of everyone else, getting really comfortable with that, to the point that you can stand in adversity, you can stand in a crowd of haters or naysayers and really own what it is you're sharing, what it is you're conveying, what it is you're expressing, and what it is that you stand for. Your life purpose is to become supremely comfortable with being true to your own voice and standing up for what you believe is right. And I don't mean right as in there's a right and wrong, but there's it's an integrity, a sense of integrity, a sense of justice, a sense of truth here, a sense of alignment, that you and your purpose path, part of your life purpose, is to become comfortable, essentially being really fucking uncomfortable and being true to yourself no matter what, because there's going to be a lot of people who have a lot of things to say that you don't like, and they're going to disagree with you, and they're going to throw fruit at you, right? And you know, this is all metaphorical and symbolic, and you may not experience a lot of that on your path. However, recognize that you are here to be a voice of truth that may very well stand alone, and you're learning to become supremely comfortable with that and to own it. So that's a powerful, powerful, powerful walk in the world, essentially because you are a revolutionary. You're a revolutionary. So what you embody here is, like, on a regular basis, like, what are you embodying? It's this novelty, this fierceness, this people don't recognize, people don't understand, people can't quite put their finger on it, they don't quite pinpoint you, they don't really get you all the time, and that's because you represent a new frontier. You represent a new horizon. You are bringing in some things, and you're doing so fiercely, effectively, swiftly. You got your sword if you need it. You're doing your thing, and that can intimidate people. And it doesn't mean that you are intimidating, although you might be. You could be very strong. Again, fierceness, However, you could just be owning a truth that other people are uncomfortable with. And that's because you are meant to challenge that. You are meant to challenge the status quo. You are meant to challenge the overall opinion. And you are meant to trailblaze the way into something completely new, and likely a new perspective, a new paradigm, something that is so brand new that people are intimidated by it, perhaps even scared by it. And so you kind of walk around again with this energy that people might be like, oh, and I don't know, and what? And it's a very powerful energy. And even if you don't sense yourself as someone who is particularly strong or particularly ferocious or something, just your own, again, it's embodiment. It's just who you are. You came here to be a pioneer for the new. You came here to speak against the status quo and show us a new direction. You came here with an opinion and a belief and value system that may very well stand alone in many cases. And so part of your life purpose is to get really comfortable with that and recognize this is part of your journey. This is part of your walk. You might as well get over it. If you're upset by it, or if you've found that other people naysay or hate or this and that, at this point it's like, well, shoot, that's my life purpose. I'm gonna be dealing with that to the day I die. All right, no big deal. That way you can stand more powerfully in your perspective when you recognize that this is precisely what you came here to do. Now, I'm not sure if this aligns with you, and it may not resonate with everyone, but I feel called to share it. If you align with sort of the idea around a star seed or souls or beings from other planets or star systems or whatever, you very well could be a soul or a consciousness rooted or from another planet, star system, something like that. And this is why your worldview, your particular way of seeing things, and your particular set of wisdom is highly unique and even intimidating to these human beings here. They're like, who are you and what have you brought us, right? And so you very well may be someone who is from another planet, quite literally. And so when you show up to Earth, people are like, who are you? So what's really cool is how you support people, whether indirectly or directly. You could be a model or an example or simply inspire people. You very well may have some work in the world where you work directly with clients and support them to do this. But how you inspire others or support others is by showing them that you can be in this world and in a balanced way. You can be who you really are. You can be where you came from. And part of your work, part of your walk and path, and what you impart then to the people that you connect with or inspire or work with, is that you can be both old and new. You can live in the old world with this new paradigm. And that part of your work is then taking that new paradigm. I see someone who's sort of standing on Earth, and they're a human, right? And then their head's sort of like wide open to this new paradigm that's funneling through, and then out to their own mouths, hands, and feet. It's like you're bringing in the new paradigm by your very existence, by your very walk in the world, just by existing. And certainly if you are supporting others in any direct way, and even if it's indirect through inspiring others, you are bringing in a new paradigm through your experience that literally builds a new world, builds new structures, builds new systems, and a lot of your walk and a lot of your work is simply challenging the past. It's simply bringing awareness and education to the things from the past that are not of the highest order or of the highest truth. You are meant to bring awareness to that. And I know we hear a lot of sort of insight and teachings that we only focus on the new, and that's valid as well. But here the very clear message I'm getting is that you are meant to bring awareness to the status quo, to challenge it, to literally go against the grain, to be the rebel, and to make it very clear that this is not the fuck it, just so everybody knows, and this is it. Like, that's part of your purpose, is to be able to bring awareness and education to the masses, to the public, about what is not in alignment with the highest good. Now, what's really incredible is the great benefit that you bring on a global level, on a collective level, is supporting people to break the chains of the past, to break free from the conditioning of the past, to break free from the status quo, to break free from the mass conditioning, to break free from the lies and illusions and deceit and manipulation that have essentially held humans hostage for eons. We've been held hostage by fear. We've been held hostage by lies and illusions and falsehoods. And you, just by existing, but also by your walk and your work in the world, you support people to break free from the status quo, to at least question it, and to carve their own path, or to start operating within a different operating system or a new paradigm. You support us to sort of break free from the past, break free from how things have been done, and step into a new experience. This is the new frontier. And it's really cool because all card piles, although very, very different, are very unique in that each of these, and especially you guys, are all about a new frontier, a new horizon, a new earth, a pioneer. You're some kind of trailblazer and thought leader in that way. And it could just be who's watching and or who will watch this video. But your life purpose is supporting people to walk away from the old, those things that are bound and rooted in falsehood, and step into the new, that which is aligned with the highest order, with our true nature, with God, with Source, with Great Spirit. So that's your life purpose in sum. I encourage you to like and subscribe if this reading resonated for you. Go ahead, like I said, like and subscribe, and then I look forward to seeing you for other pick-a-cards and the other videos on this channel. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.